Alrighty here, an 8-minute department huddle. I don't know. I changed my settings again to the lowest settings, and it keeps cutting off, or I don't have enough space. But let's get down to it so I can wrap this up. All right. So let's first and foremost, I have a lot of kudos I need to give away. I have a trivia question for you. I'm going to do some birthday shout outs. No, I can't. I can't do birthday shout outs. Okay, this was going to be a cool birthday shout out, but I'm not going to give the dates. That's what we're going to do first. So here you go. Birthday shout outs for the month of August. I kicked it off on August the 5th. So I want to say thank you very much for that wonderful celebration after I was out for a couple of days with COVID. I noticed how everybody just kept their distance at the door and said, happy birthday. I'm like, what? I can't hear you. Y'all are too far out there, but I get it. I totally get it. But thank you very much for the birthday well wishes. We had some awesome food and what have you. So nevertheless, I kicked off the birthday shout outs for this month here. Then we have Al, who celebrated a birthday this month also. Melissa Cruz is an August birthday goer also. Andrea and Sarah. So we got all of us, all right? So which two associates share the same birthdays? How's that for a trivia question, okay? So the first one in each chat group that gives me the correct combination of associates who celebrate the same birth date will get awarded 500 kudo points, okay? So there's that. How's that? The Glint survey. Everybody who took the Glint survey is going to get put in for that special drawing, and for that special drawing for the hospital wide. Okay, so for the hospital wide. So with that being said, everybody's going to get 250 kudos just for taking the Glint survey. So I've got a lot of kudos to give away. So be watching your email and for being awarded those kudos. Now, I will share with you the Glint survey. We were at 95% participation. Can y'all see it? 95%. That means there was 2 radiology associates who did not take it. So we still get hot dogs. Okay, folks, I'm not going to do that to the department. I know we were saying 100% compliant, but we don't know what happened there. We don't know if it's something somebody fell through the cracks and what have you. So nevertheless, hot dogs coming at y'all. Let it get a little warmer. A little cooler, excuse me. It's hot out there, okay? I did it for hamburgers. Y'all were well worth it. I don't think we were in 100-degree weather, but the weather is starting to settle down a little bit. Low 90s. I'll do some hot dogs. So we got hot dogs coming for the crew, okay? So, and I make a pretty mean hot dog there. I'm not talking just, the bun and the hot dog, but we're gonna have all the condiments, okay? All the condiments, even down to the celery salt. Yep, I said it. That's a secret ingredient, folks. To make Chicago style dog, they use celery salt. Not too much. So thank you everybody for participating in the Glint survey. I appreciate it. This will be in the break room. But with that being said, our happy score, the national average is, my gosh, here. Our happy score was at 81 in engagement index. How engaged is the department? How happy are they? I call it the happy score, okay, for lack of a better term. So we're at 81. We did drop from 83 to 81. So we had a little dip there, but that's fine. This is y'all's survey / our survey because I take the survey too, okay? Let's see here. The national bench average, I believe, is 75, and we're at 81. So we're still above the natural mark here. What areas should we focus on? I'm telling you right now, the resources were up there. It was 83. Again, everything I'm talking about and going over discussing, y'all are gonna have it in the break room. But 83, we're up four points versus the company, Krista's as a whole. Our workload in general, I feel that my workload is manageable. We're at 79. Talk to me, folks. If you don't think it's manageable, let me know. I'm here. I try to. We've added overlap evenings, weekends. You can never have enough overlap, but we have to manage it correctly, right? So that's at 79. Recognition was at 78. That's a little bit low. And there's always room for improvement, right? Action taking, we're at a low 65. So we're still above the national average mark by No, excuse me. I'm sorry. We dropped 3 points. So that's at 65. Action taking. Respect. I'm sorry. I jumped ahead of it again. We're at the 81 mark. The national average is at 75. So we're 2 points. We dropped 2 points from the last survey. Physical safety, 86. Happy index score. I'll take it. Resources, 83. We just got a new CT scanner, so we got a lot of happy CT techs out there, or maybe they missed the old one. But CT1 has been down twice, and I have not had to announce that to my bosses because we have new CT. So CT1 was down twice. A little trivia there, right? So would you recommend this organization as a great place to work? 81 happy index score, I'll take it. The national average is 75, so I'll take it. Workload, recognition, action taken. Okay, ooh, I think I duplicated those two, what have you. Thank you very much for the score. I am at 82 as far as the index score as a manager in terms of how my associates, my coworkers feel about this. I'm at 82 versus the company. I'm one above. It went up from the last one, but I believe the national average is at the 75 mark. So at 82, folks, I'll take it. A happy index. Thank you very much. Do I want to have a higher score? Do I want to start for better? Absolutely. Jennifer Green from across a parking lot was at a 75. So I'm going to see what I can do in helping her score get elevated in that regards. Okay, so with that being said, these two things are going to be in the break room. So y'all can just go over them and we can I'm sorry, I didn't mean to move that. Oh my gosh, I'm at the 6.5 minute. I hope it doesn't cut out at the past the 8 minute mark, or else y'all gonna be tickled pink over these short department huddles. Okay, so let's move on. Joint Commission. I have to say thank you to each and every one of y'all, from night shift to weekend to day shift. We're in this together. We are one. Krista South Radiology and Joint Commission came through here. No deficiencies for Radiology South. Something to be proud of, folks. Thank you. From all the CT phantoms that are being done at different odd hours of the nights, from all the DOS QC for the portables being done, the physicist reports, the dosimetry badge reports. Everybody was just top notch, and they did corner a couple of us, didn't they? They don't want to hear from me. They do not want to hear from me, but they cornered Isa. Thank you for speaking on the Trophon matter. Lara, they spoke on processes there. Thank you, Lara. Melissa and MRI, thank you. Melissa, who else? There was somebody else. Gosh, why am I drawing a blank? Sandra Heber, NIR Radiology, no deficiency. Great job, folks. It was nerve-wracking. It was sweaty palms and what have you. I could see some of us doing this, so great work. Radiology South did great. So enough of that here. Per Linnell Scott, there will be a celebration on the hospital side for actually all of South got great reviews from the Joint Commission. We did pass accreditation. They'll return in a couple of years, but the hospital does have something planned also. Maybe we can plan it around the hot dog afternoon, right? No, I'm just kidding. That'd be too many people to feed hot dogs. That's just for radiology. So, did the Glenn right there. Oh, Genesis. Everybody, please check your Genesis. Check your Genesis. Do not be past due, folks. I'm telling you right now, if you're past due in Genesis, that is frowned upon. You will hear from HR in regards, I'll hear from them, and then you'll hear from me. But please stay on top of the Genesis. There's a lot of Genesis out there. Mark Hamilton, RSO, again, he played a very intricate role, very pivotal role in the Joint Commission also with the dosimetry reports. We've got him in office back there, folks. Special storage, we went ahead and cleared it out. He's got a direct corporate boss who's providing all the desks, the chairs, the phones, the monitors. We're going to put Mark Hamilton there. He needs a spot here at South because he's also with CTC, Thomas Spann, Surgical, Spon South, Promptu. He's got in this area here, so he's earned an office here at Spon South. Special storage move. Blanket warmer has been moved. Thank you, Angela and Chase. Thank you so much for actually, definitely clearing that area out and making room for, now we have more Stellants. We have Stellant Flex for new CT and then the old Stellants for old CT. So thank you very much for rearranging that stuff back there, Angela and Chase. Appreciate you. Appreciate you both. NCC folks, continue doing the hand hygiene. Continue doing the hand hygiene. We've got to get 69% compliant back up to above the 90s. We strive for 100%, but NCC, when you walk in there over, excuse me, sorry, I hit that by accident. So over exaggerate, let them, somebody's watching, somebody's doing a mystery shopper up there. They rated us at 69% compliant. And let me turn this, I clicked to something and I don't know how okay, there we go. That's something, I'll just turn that off. And I'm sorry, right there. Okay, so please just continue being vigilant about knowing that they do have some mystery shopper checking for hand hygiene audits up there. And I know we were above more than 69%, but we can't per se, it's subjective and it still comes out on our report. Make sure they see us hand foam in and foam out. Foam in around the incubators, what do you call them, the isolates, the NCC patient, what have you. And when we get a chance, folks, from time to time, let's reboot that NCC portable. That portable from time to time does give us some errors. So if you think about it walking by, hey, reboot it. As she's booting back up, walk away from it and it'll just, it's a computer. All computers need to be reset. We have to reset our phones. We have to shut them down. Actually, they recommend shutting down computers once every 24 hours in that regards. I know Melissa's talked about doing that for the MRI scanner. Whether we do it in the evening, whether we do it in the morning, makes no difference to me. But the problem with doing it at nighttime is when we get called out for a stroke alert or something like that, not a stroke alert, but an MRI of the brain, then we have to turn the unit on and wait about 10 minutes for it to boot up. So doing it in the morning, I'll let Melissa run that however she deems that appropriate. But we will be rebooting that unit at least once a day. And we'll do the same for our portables on the floor, won't we? New coffee pot, it's the little things that matter, folks. It's the little things that matter. Clarissa's gonna order a timer. She doesn't know this yet, but I'm gonna request that from Clarissa. Give me a timer, Clarissa, put it right on top of the coffee pot. So when we hit brew and we walk away from it, start that timer, folks. So the next person coming in 10 minutes later, we don't know when that coffee pot was brewed. The timer will be just on auto, it'll just keep time. That's what timers do, right? So they'll at least know how long that coffee pot has been. And if you ask me, in my opinion, 20 minutes is too long. It's old coffee, it's burnt coffee, but there's not a hot plate on it, but it's attached to its own water source and it's got an awesome filter. So no more using tap water and pouring it in there. Check out that new coffee pot. I'm loving it. Alrighty, elevators have been a hot topic, folks. I'm fully aware that these elevators are intermittently going down and we have to become creative. We have to think outside of the box. We're starting to leave a portable on the 4th floor, and since the elevators have not been deemed fully fixed just yet. So that's an idea. We can keep a portable on the 4th floor. When the back elevators do go down and we have to use the front elevators, the weight of those portables don't exceed the weight limit, but they do stress the motors out because it's a lot of weight. It's very heavy. It's 6 batteries in there, 6 batteries in there. So that unit has to be approaching, I don't know. I'm going to find out the actual weight of those portable machines. But when you go in that front elevator, you can feel that elevator drop. Going up to the 4th floor, 5th floor if you have to, it's a lot of RPMs. It's stressing on that motor. So if we can, we have one on the ICU, I believe. No, we don't. Or do we? We do, right? ICU, 4th floor now, OR, ED. Yes, we do. All right, so let's think outside of the box in that regards, okay? So they're active on it. Leadership is aware of it. The executive leadership is aware of it. Parts are being manufactured to replace those 30-year-old parts and what have you. So that is very, I understand it's very frustrating and it can become a patient safety thing, but so far so good. We've been lucky here. The new badge readers, this department is now secured. Okay, that was a hot topic on the Glint surveys for the longest time, but this department is fully secured. We've now added a second reader, a second badge reader coming from the old ED. Now that it's fully operational, I've noticed that as you come from the old ED into radiology, the hallway right by my office, you have to stop with the patient in the middle of the hallway, take a left, go hit that badge reader and come back and grab the patient to go in. Well, pay attention. As you're exiting old ED, there's a new badge reader for radiology right there. Just hit it right there and the doors ahead of you will open. So it's again, it's the little things. It's all about efficiency. So this department is now fully secured. C-arm number 7, hot off the press. It's up and running, folks. C-arm number 7 Wi-Fi is operational. It's been tested again. If it goes down again and it's not operational on Monday, please let us know. The newest, Joey Villegas, welcome to South. Welcome. This is probably going to be your first YouTube department huddle. So this is how we communicate with each other. Feel free to get in that chat group, but welcome. And I know you don't have NCC access. The official word is that the new associates with the new badge, for some reason, it's not working for NCC. Your badge should work for radiology, OR, ICU, but NCCs are on a different network and they're not communicating with the spawn badges at this point in time. They're working on to correct that. So you'll just have to hit the button, the intercom to be let in. And hopefully it won't delay patient care if it's a stat. But welcome, Joey, welcome. And Bonnie also has been on site orienting a lot more these past couple of weeks. So we're gonna have her orient in the department another week to get used to our portables, our location of our EDs. It's a very large, very big ED now, ICU and what have you. So she's gonna, another week we'll have her in the department. And then after next week, we'll start the OR orientation. And so welcome, Bonnie, also. And let's see, a little CT. The month of July, no exams were over the CT-DI threshold. Great job. Everything was within spec. 1,472 CTs in the month of July. Wow. And not one patient was over the threshold. That's per the RSO Mark Hamilton. Great work on that part. Folks, we're at the 16-minute and 50-second mark. I'm done right now. I got a lot of kudos to give y'all. I'm going to stop right there. Have a great weekend. Thank you.